Hello and welcome back to SirKentSaid.com. I wanted to get back to speaking of another character, the character from the upcoming movie Captain America, Brave New World. And of course, I'm talking of Sam Wilson, Captain America. While the MCU version of how Steve ended up giving Sam the shield and the mantle of Captain America, it was a little different in the comics. It went down in issue 20 of Captain America, where pretty much Captain America at the time was one of the very, very few heroes left on the planet to go up against a guy named Iron Nail. This was a former SHIELD agent who had somehow taken on abilities, and he had taken control of a giant mech that was designed by SHIELD named Gungnir. Fun fact is it's also the same name of Odin's sword. What this helicarrier, it's not even a helicarrier, it's a gigantic ship that could transform and use a gigantic sword to just destroy everything in sight. Of course, Captain America, even though he was alone, went into this thing, broke into it somehow, and went head to head with Iron Nail trying to stop him and stop this thing. In the middle of all this, he found Maria Hill, who was half beat all the shit, and asked her, "Hey, how do I shut this motherfucker down?" And she says, "Target the power cord down on level whatever. So you can take that out. The whole damn thing is shut down." So he beats feet trying to get down there. He runs into Iron Nail again. And the thing with this villain is that he has the ability to have these tendrils come out of his chest, and they have the ability to suck the super soldier serum out of Steve. So he has to be very, very careful, but with a shifting ship and a fight going on, he gets those tendrils in the cap and he starts sucking the serum out of his body, which instantly starts to age him. In the last ditch effort, he just chucks his shield down into the core reactor and then blows and it stops the Gungnir. But that ain't enough for Iron Nail. He rolls over Cap, who has rapidly aged, raises his sword, says when they crack this thing open, all they're going to find is your decapitated body. And at this point, Sam flies in and gives this guy the people's elbow, and then proceeds to beat the brakes off of him. Which, when you think about it, is kind of impressive because this guy had a suit of some sort on, and Sam beat his ass right out of it. So they grab what's left of Cap, and he and Maria get on a helicopter and they beat feet fuck up out of there, and leave an Iron Nail to burn in a fire from the reactor blowing up. In the very next episode, long time ain't seen him in a while, Adam Zoloff, remember him, Captain America? Yeah. He comes through a dimensional portal with his mutates in tow, and they stage an attack, which turns out to be just a diversion to get all the heroes, all the Avengers in one local area, because Zoloff has a bomb that he's going to use to take all of them out, and he doesn't care how many people go up with it. But he just needed them all in one big ass area. So Sam realizes what's going on. He grabs the bomb and he flies straight up in the air, trying to put as much distance between him and everybody else as he can, as fast as those fucking wings will carry him. And all the time, Steve was in the headset, like, yo, man, once you get up high enough, just chuck that thing, come on back down. And he's like, yo, man, it's all good. Why don't you go ahead, you marry Sharon, you get out of there, let's go live a life. You done served enough. And just they're going back and forth, the bomb blows. So Iron Man flies up, catches him, and he's kind of charred and everything, and he's all dead. And he starts talking smack while he's on the ground. Typical Sam. So a week later, Captain America calls like everybody. Captain America calling a meeting is kind of like the Fantastic fucking Four call a meeting. They call a meeting, you drop whatever you're doing, and you get your ass there. So everybody shows up. Captain America announces that he's going to be taking up a more information based position. He's going to be the guy in the chair, basically, and running operations so that you guys go out and do it. And that is when he introduces Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. That's how he got the shield and the mantle and the comics. And I just wanted to point out the difference. Not that it was bad, it's very heartfelt in the MCU. You understand why he got it instead of Bucky, but shortly in the comics, Bucky was Captain America very, very briefly. And yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And you really should read up on the history of it, like I always say. And those are my thoughts. And I'll see you on the other side.